you can hear the fans applauding because Unai Emery coming to join us. Congratulations, Unai. Great to see you.
I think you got a little fan there.
Oh.
Espera un momentito, que voy a hacer una entrevista ahora, ¿vale? Ahora vengo, ¿vale? Hala. Ahora vengo.
She wants to have a look at your medal. Unai, congratulations. Your 5th Europa League title. Just tell us how special this one is with Aston Villa because of the journey that you've been on together.
Good evening, really something fantastic. Because Europe, it gave us a lot, and for myself as well a lot. And I am always very grateful for Europe, for every competition, Conference League, Champions League, Europa League, but especially Europa League. And as well, thankful the clubs I worked at, because they showed the way. And as well the support I had in Spain with Valencia, with Seville, with Villarreal, and here with Aston Villa. And of course the players, the owners, the players. It's very important how everybody, we got strongly this competition and we tried to get our best. And we played a very serious way this year, so focus, and of course the players, they showed me their wishes, because I was telling them, we need wishes, we need desires in this competition, and to show on the field you are the protagonist, and they did it.
This competition's been so special for you, but how special have this group of players been for you and what they've given you?
Someone, they have won titles as well, but someone is the first title. Of course, we are always here speaking about our experiences and try to use our experiences here. And we play semi-final, we play quarter final in Europe, Conference Champions League, and this final is the confirmation about how we are progressing. And it's very important for them, of course, for the supporters, because the supporters, they were traveling with us all the season, traveling away, doing a huge effort to be with us and transmitting us the energy. And we must try to, as well, to be proud of everything we are doing with our supporters. And of course, as well, how this club won the title in 1982, Cup de Europe. And again, repeating in Euro to win this title is something makes sense everything we are doing.
Unai, you've come to the club. You've come because of the project. You believed in the project. Everybody believed in you. You think that project got more future, and can you add more success in Europe as well?
We are getting strongly some development in everything. The club is working to extend the stadium 10,000 people more. We are building, changing a little bit the training session, the training center. We are as well trying to be demanding inside, playing in Europe, Conference League, Champions League, Europa League. Next year we are going to play again Champions League. Makes sense how we are getting this development as well with the player, extending their contract, but always it's very important, we must be so demanding in our process, in our project, because the project only can make sense if we are winning, if we are getting objectives during the process.
You know, you've turned this club from a stepping stone to a destination when players want to come and play for Unai Emery, play for Aston Villa. Is that part of the plan?
Of course, if we are improving like that, if we are playing Europe, if we are playing finals, if we are winning trophies, if we are next year in Champions League, I think the brand as well is increasing. And we need as well to try to improve in all the things. And the brand is very important. And of course, how the players, how the supporters, how all the world in football can watch us as a team, ambitious, and as a team improving, as a team as well getting objective in the high level. Of course, this is our next step for what we want to do.
Unai, you said in your very first press conference your dream was to win a trophy with Aston Villa. Your second dream was to play in Europe with Aston Villa. You've achieved both of those things now.
Yes. I am myself ambitious, and of course I need support, the owners, every workers in the club, the players, and they are following us. We are doing together, but we must try to set this ambitious, being clear and realistic, and every step forward we are doing, I think, makes sense.
Owen said before the game
He sees Aston Villa in a few years winning the Premier League. Now, Lindsay just said to you, you wanted to get in Europe, you wanted to win a trophy. What's next for you in this club?
Next year we are again in Champions League, and this is the challenge. Next year again, the Premier League is the most difficult league in the world, and to be fighting top 7, top 5, top 4 is something very difficult. But we are getting it. This is the next challenge next year, and of course, hopefully we can be close with teams they are like this year, Arsenal. Congratulations for them for this title in Premier League, Manchester City. But it's really a huge challenge we have in Premier League. Why? Because at the beginning we are not contented to be top 7. They are top 17, top 6, and Newcastle is the 7. And we are trying to get there, to try to be consistent there. And we are achieving it. But of course, to keep it is our challenge. And then being there, we are in Europe. And getting this trophy, we are adding experiences for us. And those experiences for the players is important, because as well we can play next year, trying as well to be contended for some trophies. Last year we played a semi-final FA Cup and we lost. Experience for us. But we lost this match because we deserved it, because we didn't deserve more against Crystal Palace. But what's experience for us? Today I was ready to win, I was ready to lose. Experience for us. Of course, winning is better.
Unai, I know you've got a lot of experience in these games, and not a lot of players don't. And I thought it was quite a tight game, the first 30 minutes. I thought the set piece, the corner, was a piece of art from every player. Obviously, the coaches set the plan up, but the execution, the trickery from the 3 centre-backs, the pushback, and then obviously Tielemans, the ball from Rodgers. I don't know if we can see it again, but I thought it was to score a goal like that in a European Cup final. Is it, honestly, can you talk us through it as a thing of beauty?
Yes, Austin is a really fantastic creator. And
are they acting a little bit acting?
Yes, they're acting. Yeah, they're acting. Of course, we must be so demanding in our details. And we are working a lot of details, and Austin is working fantastic. And of course, everything we are working makes sense. The hours we are doing in our training session every day to try to get as best as possible our challenges in set pieces, and when we are scoring like that, of course we are proud of what we are doing. Austin really fantastic, and we did it with Yuri Tielemans as well, because he has very good timing to get the ball like he did there.
And the ball from Rodgers was fabulous.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The pass of Rodgers
everything,
was fantastic.
you know, the execution, the awareness, that ball from Rodgers, the space from the centre, it's just, honestly, just makes you smile, I think, because that's hard to do.
Yeah.
To do it in training is hard.
Yeah,
yes. In the European final.
We are practicing it. Austin, I believe a lot in set pieces, because I know set pieces is very important, and you can win a lot of matches through it. And of course, when I arrived here, I kept Austin because I was watching him, and he was working fantastic. And of course, congratulations how he is doing his job as well. Of course, I am close with him. We are sharing everything, my experiences and his experiences. We are trying to, but he is the really creator.
And the second goal, Unai, was the thing of beauty from Emery Buendia, a world-class goal to score in a European final.
Sorry.
The second goal from Emery Buendia.
Yes, fantastic.
A world-class goal. What a finish.
Yes, I think we played the first 30 minutes more or less trying to get emotionally how it was going the match, and then we started pushing it more, and after the first goal we scored, the players, they were better. They were feeling better than at the beginning of the match, because we needed as well to test a little bit how we were. And then the quality. At the end we need, of course, tactical idea, we need set pieces, but we need their skills. Without their skills, their qualities, it's impossible to win.
Unai,
what you've done with Buendia, I mean, he was exceptional.
Yes.
You know, everyone was perfect. But
very competitive, very, very competitive. Very competitive. Even I changed him in the mid-80s, he was angry. and he was down because he had a small kick, and yesterday he tried it, but two days ago he didn't try. And I spoke with him this morning, are you okay? Are you 100%? Yes, of course. Okay, play it. And I changed him, and he was angry. But this is his competitive way. I understand it.
It's just as well he did play. Unai, we're going to let you go back to the celebrations,
okay,
but we really appreciate you joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Huge congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
Well
much.
done.
Thank you. Okay.
Pinelli, the applause from the Villa fans in front of us. Yeah, they're actually bowing down to Unai Emery there.
Are you ready? Ready. Let's go.
Isn't it fascinating, though, just listening to the level of detail? That's why they sit through those video sessions. That's why he's so obsessive. He's such a perfectionist, because we saw it put into action tonight out on the pitch.
But you know what? Details matter. You know, and a lot of things are off the cuff, and you trust these brilliant players. But I was going to ask him there, but he left. How he keeps Buendia is a brilliant example. You know, he was on loan last year. For him, or he was at Leverkusen once. He wasn't really a part of the picture.
And
for him,
thought he might go in the summer.
But that's my point, Lens. He is the master of kind of reclaiming these players back to their brilliance. You know, and then you see Buendia perform like that. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he takes all these guys that are not at their best, and he polishes them up to be these gems. It's such a skill. Coaching is not about buying a £100 million player. Coaching is about improving players. He improves players and he wins trophies. It is remarkable to watch him do it.
How does he get them on board, Ferrer? Because you have to have that buy-in. It's all very well talking about the detail, but the players have to buy in fully.
Yeah, the players do have to buy. I mean, Emery here just answering our questions, had all of our script. We was all glued to him, looking at him, listening. So I would imagine when he speaks to the players, he gets that. These players that we're speaking about, Buendia, they have that quality. I think what Emery does is gives them that clarity that sometimes when you're not performing well and that little bit of self-doubt kicks in, he's able to change that just by giving them a couple of roles, maybe in possession, out of possession, that they can really focus in. And once they start to build that confidence, then you start to see the individual quality come back out. And I feel like he's really good at doing that with players. We saw that with Watkins. It's happened to Watkins where his confidence is really low. He comes and he says, you're going to get 15 goals a season. He gets 15 goals. It just gives you that little bit of belief.
But power, everyone. Martinez, yeah. Konza. You know, you could talk about McGinn, you could talk about Watkins, Morgan Rogers. Morgan Rogers, what was he, 8 million from Middlesbrough?
Yeah.
Bargain.
He's a £100 million player. You know, Ross Barkley, Tielemans, exceptional player, gets even better. I tell you what, Lindelof today was fabulous. What a masterstroke, put him in midfield. Everything he touches, Unai, I don't know if he's like a fortune teller, but he just got a feel for what his team needs, and it's...
Sum this feeling up.
Oh, it's hard to put into words. We've worked so hard for this. We knew we had one more game to give it our all, and we all delivered, and we came through. Great moment for the fans, great moment for the club. It'll go down in history. It's a great moment.
How were you all feeling turning up to the ground tonight? Was there any sense of nerves, or was it just excitement and determination?
I think a bit of everything. I think different players kind of go through it differently, but just so much excitement. A great opportunity for us to go and win a trophy, and we were all really excited. We all knew our task at hand to get the job done, and we did that.
Some incredible goals. You're getting yourself on the score sheet. Was that just determination to get in front of that defender?
Yeah, the manager's been banging on about me to get more easier goals and get in the box, and happy I could get there and get a toe on it to score, so yeah, happy.
I have to ask, how are you feeling? Because this is your 55th game of the season.
Tired, but not that tired. It's all worth it in the end. I try and give my all and give the best I got, and yeah, see what happens.
All right, we're going to rotate this in. You go celebrate. Ollie Watkins, come and chat to me. Incredible. How'd you feel?
Amazing, amazing. You know, to perform like that, yeah, it was unbelievable. I felt like we really controlled the game, and yeah, we punished them in the end.
I mean, the goals that were scored tonight were just exquisite.
Yeah, I've watched many of finals, and I think set pieces are crucial. You know? Until then, it was a little bit cagey. We did have a few opportunities. The game were open. They were going man for man, but obviously we've worked an unbelievable set piece, and fair play to Austin for, you know, having balls today. We left 4 up on the corner. You know, we've just scored 1-0. So yeah, it's an unbelievable experience. Though, like, look at this. Yeah, it's what you dream of.
It absolutely is. I feel like these fans are going to be partying long into the night now with this one. But what just a season it has been. It feels like it's all come together for Villa at the perfect time.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes you have ups and downs, but we've pulled through in the end. You know, we pushed on, got Champions League football, and now this, so special. All these fans, yeah, undescribable.
It is crazy. Can you just give us a quick word on Unai?
Yeah, he was really calm today in the build-up, which normally sometimes in the league games he's a little bit anxious because obviously he wants us to win, but today he was really calm, and I think that set the tone for us boys. And we went out there today. Yuri ran it in midfield, Victor as well. I think he's come in and played midfielder for the last 4 or 5 games. He's been unbelievable. Man of the match today, Victor. Big shout out to him, he's been unreal.
Absolutely. Final question, where is the party tonight?
You tell me. Istanbul!
Right, waiting for this. Come on, how do you feel?
I don't know. I don't think it's sunk in yet. I was saying not long ago how much of a journey it's been. 7 years for me at this club. Been through a lot of ups and downs, but you know, to finally bring back some silverware for this club and the fans, yeah, it's amazing. You know, it's something that I can't really describe, but if you just look at it, look what it means to the fans and to the players and to some of us that have been here for so long. You know, fans have been through thick and thin with us, travelled everywhere with us. So yeah, this is for them.
Not only for them, but you've got thousands watching back home in Birmingham right now. We got a message for them.
Yeah, if you guys saw my letter, I said believe. So if you did do that, thank you. And yeah, like I said, this is for you.
Go and enjoy the party tonight. Massive congratulations.
Much more room left in his cabinet now, Unai Emery. It has been transformative, hasn't it, since he came into the club, and he set out his intentions from the very beginning, Stan, saying he wanted to win a trophy with Villa in that very first press conference.
He was. He's really driven. He's really ready to make changes. He had the opportunity to do something special with this club, but you don't do it without the backing up of the owners, the support of the fans, getting the right players, structuring in the right way, having a vision, having a plan of action. He has everything he needs to be successful. That's why he is successful. That's why, you know, I've seen kissing this European Cup. Listen, how many times he kiss it? Because he's just so enjoyable to watch. He's great with the media. He's good with the players. He's great with the fans as well. Even with his nice little good evening and little things, he makes it special. He makes it special. That's why he's special in the fans' hearts.
We spoke before the match about him not being on that shortlist for manager of the season. Farah, does he get the credit that he should?
I mean, depends who you're asking. It depends who's speaking about him, because there is, I mean, when you talk to, there's a lot of pundits out there, media outlets that will speak very highly of him and the job he's done at Aston Villa and how he's turned it around. But in terms of, you know, not even being shortlisted, you might say maybe not. So there's definitely, I'd say, a split in terms of whether he gets the credit he deserves or not. But now he's a European champion. I'm sure after this, there's going to have to be more of those conversations where you talk about him in that world-class manager bracket.
And it's going to be a big summer of managerial changes as well. That managerial roundabout's going to be spinning out of control this summer. Oh, and they've got to get him locked down.
Well, you could argue with Pep leaving, he's the best in the Premier League. You know, he's got the most trophies, he's got the most experience. Obviously, Mikel's at the start of his journey, done an incredible job this year. But Unai is in a category with the best of the best. You know, and the only thing left is really, can he win the Premier League, can he win the Champions League? But I think to win 5 European trophies with different teams, with probably not favourites, is actually remarkable. And you just want to see these guys stay together and build something, because, you know, they set the foundation now. The fans are behind them. This giant of a football club is back where it deserves. Now it needs a little bit of investment. You know, they got brilliant owners. Great little graphic there just to show. Each guy, this is what, you know, you talk about the exciting time for Arsenal. How exciting time is this for Aston Villa? And the summer they could potentially have. They got some fabulous players. One of the best managers you could ever have. And
here he is. Villa's captain. European champion John McGinn. Congratulations, John. You've brought the Scottish weather with you as well for it. On huge congratulations. You're now standing shoulder to shoulder with those heroes of 1982. Just tell us what you're thinking right now.
I can't believe it, to be honest. What we've been through as a club, Stan will know, we've been in and around it. This club was close to being in a right bad way 7 years ago. Nassif and Wes bought the club over, and they had one remit to get the club back to the Premier League and then try and get it to compete to the levels it had before. Tonight was just everything we have built coming together, and the pride I felt at 3-0 with 10 minutes to go, thinking we're European champions, was something I can't even describe.
And talk about doing it in style. What about those first 2 goals?
I don't think we started the game pretty well, but what we do is we've got a great set-piece coach. I'm a bit biased, but Austin McPhee. We set up like the Liverpool corner and tried to deceive them a bit, and it worked. And I think that gave us a breakthrough to relax and play our football, and thankfully after that we did. So I was back because we did it obviously against Liverpool at the weekend, but brilliant blocks for the boys, and Yuri's got great quality to find a goal.
It seems like you're never at the end of it. Different players, why? You should be at the end of it. It's a great finish for Yuri.
When I
don't trust you yet.
No, that would have been over the bar if that was me.
Listen, what does this European Cup means for you? Yeah. Because I met your family at the airport. Big family is expensive, eh, John? What does that mean for you and for everybody there?
No, it means a lot. Obviously, as a kid growing up, I can remember, obviously, it wasn't a great night for Celtic, but that night when Celtic played in Seville in 2003, I thought, wow, that's special. I was lucky enough to go to the 2007 UEFA Cup final at Hampden. So to be here in 2026 as captain of Aston Villa is incredible. It's the proudest moment and night of my career so far. I'm going to try and enjoy it. I like to party sometimes, but tonight I'll try and take it easy, soak it all in, and I think just for me, being 31, my first European final, I watched my mates win trophies, Andy Robertson, Jack Grealish, so it's my turn tonight. Maybe not the big one that they've won, but to me it's so special, and I'll cherish every minute.
You said before, well, after the semi-final second leg when you spoke to you, that the nerves were there before that game. Just talk us through what it was like when you walked out here pre-kick-off and heard and felt the atmosphere.
No, I wasn't nervous tonight. I was nervous the semi-final. I wasn't nervous tonight. I had full confidence in our ability. We've built so much over the last 6-7 years, and this group of players deserve it. And not only that, the supporters do. When we were in the Championship, every single away end was filled with the rafters. And if we get relegated to the Championship again, it would be the exact same. We're a big club, it deserves success, and they'll enjoy their night tonight.
And you've got the royal approval tonight as well. Prince William's been watching on. He's put a tweet out congratulating
Hopefully he's
you guys
as
well. What does it mean having his support as well? Like he said, a huge congratulations to all the players, team and staff, everyone connected to the club. 44 years since the last taste of European silverware. Special shout out to Boubacar Kamara, who's been out injured, but it's such an integral part of the team and helped lay the foundations of this success. That's a really nice touch as well to mention Boubacar.
He's a classy guy. He was in the dressing room before the game, and he's a massive Villa fan, so he was never going to miss it, and it's obviously great to have his support. Just a normal guy, but obviously it's great to have his support, and hopefully continues, and tonight he can have a couple of drinks with us and maybe get his credit card out at the end of the night.
I've got to let you go, John, but just quickly, what pose would you like the statue to be in outside of Villa Park?
Not at all. I've still got a few years left. I want to try and achieve more. Champions League next season. We had a great run last season in the Champions League, and with this manager in charge, anything's possible. So important to keep building, and I'm just so delighted to be a big part of it, and it'll be very, very difficult to knock the big cheeser off my face tonight.
We couldn't be any happier for you, honestly.
Thank
no
you.
one deserves it more, John. Well done. Well done.
Well done, man.
Don't take it easy.
John McGinn there, lifting the Europa League trophy with Aston Villa tonight. He just epitomised players associated with the club. The players are there, the fans have stuck around. They're just soaking up this moment for as long as they possibly can, Stan.
Of course, they have to enjoy the moment. They've travelled, a long way. They were here. Some of them are here since Saturday, some of them Sunday. They've been here a few days. They've been waiting for this moment. So the players are still out. The families are out. You can see that, it's about enjoyment. You have to enjoy these moments. You create memories. You've got families. You've got younger kids, different age groups. They're together and they're sharing a great moment.
I think the fact that they qualified on Friday night for the Champions League, they've come here and won tonight. They absolutely deserve to be out here. Maybe not even turn up for your last Premier League game. Put your reserves out, put the youngsters out, because look, this is massive for the club, massive for the players. They've worked so hard, and certainly across the season. Been so many ups and downs, injuries, stuff to overcome. And then to come to the biggest stage for most of these players and get over the line. They deserve to celebrate.
Well, they play Man City on the last day, so I'm sure
Means
Arsenal are
nothing for
absolutely
them.
delighted that they've already got that Premier League title wrapped up, Owen, because they wouldn't want Villa to need to get something in that.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they're not going to be worried about that. I mean, after what they've experienced today. Do you know, and it's amazing to actually have your family out on the pitch. You know, the players are away so much at training, and I know it's really difficult sometimes for the families because the players are away so much, but, you know, to share this with them and the trophy and, like you said, the little kids running around, it's what it's all about, to share it with the people that you love. And see, the fans are here, but the families, you know, get to be a part of the team as well, which is amazing.
Are these the moments where you kind of stand out there and you think about the journey you've been on, you think about all the people who've helped you get to this point?
Well, every single one of these lads will have had a mum or a dad, probably from 5 or 6 years old, take them to training, take them to games. And how long it takes to get from 5 to be 25 in the European Cup final, and the amount of effort and time. We've all had that. We've had people that supported you. And to share that with them after 25 years it's amazing, isn't it, Farah?
Yeah, these are the moments that really do allow you in the moment to just be still for a moment and really reflect on who helped you, who was alongside you, who showed you that support in the dark times, who was there in the good times. And yeah, these are the moments where the players, you know, definitely sit and think or stand and absorb all of that and think about that, for sure.
We just saw Matty Cash walk past behind us. We spoke to him before the match. He was talking about what it means, and now he's got that medal hanging around his neck as well, which is great to see.
Listen, fully deserved. He's been outstanding. He's been outstanding. I mean, all of them have been outstanding, but Matty Cash, you know, he's competed against good wingers. He had to dig really deep. He had to stand strong. He managed to do that. I mean, you know, to get that medal is just a relief. And it puts you in a different level in the club. You know, we talked about 1982. You know, now everybody will be talking about 226.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what? This is the heroes. This is the heroes of the moment, and people will talk about them.
They will. They'll remember them for generations to come. Well, lots of fans still hanging around here. Of course they are, to soak up this moment, but also still hanging around inside the tunnel, outside the Villa dressing room. Ali McCoist is there with Becky.
I know we've strategically placed ourselves, haven't we, Ali?
I think I'm going to get charged with loitering with intent here. Honestly. No, it's great. All the players coming in. Genuinely thrilled for them. We've got a wee cuddle with Matty Cash. We've got a high five with Tammy Abraham. As you can imagine, Bex, they're in great spirits, and so they should be.
Absolutely. What they've achieved is monumental. We're hoping for a little champagne that might come out of that dressing room.
I think you've been promised it before. Yeah, well, I think there's still time. There's still time. And I believe it is a certain vintage as well. It's a bit of quality.
That's why you're hanging out with me, isn't it?
As you would expect, yes.
But honestly, the atmosphere down here is just brilliant. They're in, they're out, they're grabbing their phones, they're going back out, they've got T-shirts on. This is what we live for.
Maybe get a T-shirt. Tammy Abraham's come in. I'm just waiting for him disappearing again. There's a couple of T-shirts lying there. I think I've got one for Fletcher myself. I think that's it. That's the target.
All right, what about the rest of the team?
Well, look after my pal, haven't I? But in all seriousness, they have been magnificent tonight, Bex. They really are. They're out there enjoying it. We've been listening to their interviews. We've been seeing them coming, you know, 2 and 4th. It's what a season they've had. And they thoroughly deserve it.
They have. Well done, Aston Villa. We're going to loiter a little longer to help you celebrate.
Thank you very much to Becky and Ali. Before we go, Stan, don't think I've forgotten, because you said if they won tonight, you would be doing the Bangaranga, the Bulgarian Eurovision winner.
It's a hat trick. I like, listen.
You promise?
We're waiting.
Yeah. I'm not a good dancer. I can have a drink with you guys, but listen, you know, having the voice, seeing the smiles, the satisfaction with the fans, they'll be going home happy. You know what? Probably it's going to be a parade. Probably most of us will miss it. We'll still be here.
Tomorrow, apparently. So lots of the fans might still be here. But I bet they've already got the deck chairs out in Birmingham at home ready for that. But
Fully
Stan,
deserved that.
Congratulations, and thank you very much for your company tonight. Farah, thank you. Owen, thank you very much indeed. Well, Aston Villa, 44 years after their last European Cup success, have evoked the spirit of 1982 and led by the master of this competition. They are the 2026 Europa League champions.
1982, 44 years has been the wait, Charlie. That was nice, wasn't it? See all the reacts.
It's lovely to see the emotion when it all works out, because it doesn't always work out. There's more players who, you know, end up with the tears and the regret and the, you know, going to sleep thinking about what ifs. But when you see what Aston Villa has put into this competition, what it means to them and their families, and the staff, seeing what this means.
Nigel was recognising people.
Yeah,
the receptionist.
Only one person that's still there from when I was there that I recognise, yes, but it means so much. I remember, I think when they did a pre-season tour 2-3 years ago in America, I went to watch them in Orlando. One of the security guards I remember was there as well, and he was just so happy to see me. Told me I was his password to his bank account. That's how crazy they were. I was his password with my shirt number to his bank account, and he swore on his mum's life, and he actually showed me, said it like. But it's a great club. It really is a great club.
Well, even someone had your shirt on tonight.
Yeah. Yes, a friend of mine who went to the final sent a picture, and he said some old school classic shirts there, and then someone had a Rio Coca there. No, it really is a great club. It's great to see them where they're at right now and what they've done and how they've gone about it. Just hope they can continue to be more competitive because their ambition is there.
I think of the Aston Villa fans that understand and grew up with their historic club all around them. One of the founders of English football. And post 1982, like, you're born and you know that your club is great, but you never saw your club be great. So now these guys kind of just stepped into that legendary status, like you guys said at the beginning of this post game. And they're going to be remembered for a very long time.
Yeah. It's like some Arsenal fans, right? They've never seen their club be great.
Yeah, some 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds that...
If you're born after 2004, it's been a rough time.
Yeah. So many football fans can really say that, can't they, about the team? There's only the very elite few that get to watch year in, year out trophies being won. Here's a look at the highlights there. We saw, obviously, Prince William in the stands as well. He's a huge Aston Villa fan. He's been at a lot of their Europa League games this season.
Yes, he has. Royal seal of approval. And the other big Aston Villa fan that I'm aware of is the Hollywood superstar Tom Hanks as well, who's been there a few times. And this will be the fantastic first goal for Aston Villa. Morgan Rogers to Tielemans. They only had 1 day to practice this on the training ground, and that's how you execute it in a cup final.
Look at the flight of the ball.
Unbelievable.
Absolute
technique. Great technical ability. Nothing's changed from this man.
What was better, the ball or the finish?
The finish.
The finish, but
the ball's easy.
The ball was just, it was perfectly hit. But then, look at this. Manzabi caught sleeping. Buendia sneaks in behind the two players, and then look, one touch, bang. Oh, as good as the first goal was with Tielemans, this tops it. His off foot, curls it, top bins. What a way to start the game.
Lionel Scaloni, are you watching? Nico Cantor?
Yeah, he definitely should be watching. And then this was the dagger, really. Buendia doing his thing at the near post, finding Morgan Rogers. Buendia, the man of the match, in reality, putting the ice on this final. Freiburg were poor on the night, you have to admit it, and Aston Villa are the deserved Europa League champions.
There's a celebration. Nana's too funny.
John McGinn as well. But what about Morgan Rogers? This is a look at his stats. But I think just beyond the stats, the goal and the assist, just all over tonight, Nigel. Every time he touched the ball, he did something with it.
I'm really a big fan of him. Really think he's a fantastic player. I really highly rate him. I think he's a fantastic number 10. I think he can play off the wing. He's got a great ability to make things happen and create opportunities for teammates.
Do you rate him?
Got a strike on him. I think it's a different player. It's a different personnel. I think for me, to get the best out of Morgan Rogers, he's in that final third, number 10 role. Jude Bellingham does have the ability to play that number 8 and can do the box-to-box and make the late runs and be a goal scorer.
Third runs.
Yeah, so it's two different dynamics. But for me, this is talent. He's so talented. Again, another product of the Manchester City Academy. Left, went to Middlesbrough, and then from Middlesbrough, Aston Villa bought him. And he's just gone from strength to strength. And I'm not surprised that other top clubs and so-called bigger clubs are watching him. Got everything you'd want in a player in the final third.
I want to add to that. He led the Europa League competition with chances created, number 1, with 27, and number 1 in touches in the box in the Europa League competition. To your point, he stays creating for Aston Villa. He's always in the attacking third and trying to figure out how to break down teams, central to their success as they move forward. So top player and well-deserved.
And just to show talk about a bit more tactical difference between him and Jude. Morgan Rogers, you'd want him to have the ball in the final third. He can make things happen with passes and his ability. Jude, for me, is the one where you want those late runs. You probably have to give it to another player to make something happen and make a cross into the box where Jude will get onto it and time his run perfectly. So that's the different attributes they have as players. Well, you trust Morgan Rogers more to create and be more creative and make things happen than probably Jude.
No Englishman has had more assists, by the way, this season in the Premier League than Morgan Rogers. He's had 11. What about Buendia? Because he was the man of the match tonight. Nico, what does his future look like with Argentina this summer?
Yeah, I mean, we have come to a consensus on this desk that he's a shoo-in for the World Cup squad, the 26-man squad, and he's hitting form at the right time. For me, it's the creativity, the unpredictability. He's added this flair to his game that perhaps he didn't have before. He's collectively good, he's technically good, he understands how to combine with his teammates well. But I think he just leveled up in what he adds to his game, which is that, all right, edge of the box, let me pop it on my weak foot and hit it top bins.
You know what that is?
Let me take somebody on and set up a goal.
You know what that is?
Confidence.
It's a shot of confidence. That's all it takes is when you feel the manager has your back, that you can go out and try things. Because there are times where if you feel the pressure from the manager, if you make a mistake or you do something that the manager's not too fond of, that's a wrap for you, you're out.
You're under pressure now?
When you have the creativity and you say, hey, no matter what I try, I'm gonna play my game. I'm gonna play. I've earned my respect, I've earned my time on the pitch. That's what he's playing with, that fearlessness to go out and be daring.
Confidence is a hell of a drug.
And it's
right
like,
now he's very confident.
I compare him to a lot of the players in that position on the pitch for Argentina. You asked me about Argentina. Right now, I think he's better than a lot of those guys. Like Nico Gonzalez has been a constant for the national team, but he's better than Nico Gonzalez. Nico Paz, who's a different profile of player. I think having Emiliano Buendia is a great compliment to all of those guys. Thiago Almada, you know,
ahead of him.
World Cup winner, though, right?
But he's not been playing.
Not playing, and when he plays, it hasn't been great. So Scaloni needs to think if he wants to take Buendia, I think it would only help the national team.
Who have you got winning the World Cup this year, by the way?
Me? My brain says England, my heart says the last 5 months. I think England is a very, very
That's
good
the first time I've heard it.
That's the first time I heard it too.
No, you guys aren't on morning footy. Well, come on the morning shift and you would know. Thanks for watching then.
I do actually watch a lot too, but I've never heard you say that.
Yeah, I think England has a very good team.
Are you going to take Nigel with you in your van this summer, by the way?
You ready to come with?
I haven't been invited. I have to stay in the studio apparently.
The invite is open. If you ever need fresh air, come to Yosemite with me. We'll do some biking.
Yosemite Park. We're gonna have some what's it called? Some buffaloes. There you go.
Nigel apparently likes even better company because we've managed to dig up some old photos of Nigel with the future King of England, Prince William.
Oh, wow. Wow, he had a head of hair there, huh?
Yeah, barely.
Which one?
Both of you.
That's bad. That's bad.
Right there, I think that was like your last month of hair?
What was that, with Bolton?
A month of hair. No, I told you about the FA Cup final, yeah. Lost that one.
You know the craziest thing is, if you see the full video of this, Nigel goes down his team and introduces one by one to Prince William. I'm surprised that you remembered every single person's name,
so you should
Nigel, on your team.
Nigel Rio Coker, OBE?
OBE, no, it doesn't work like that, Charlie. But anyway, it doesn't work like that.
Was he nice, though?
Yeah, really nice. Really nice. There's something else actually quite funny. When Prince William got married, I gifted him a signed Villa shirt because he was a big Villa fan, and they did actually do it on American TV. They showed it when they did it. It was a signed Villa shirt from me through a different connection that I had. I didn't go to the wedding.
Was it just signed by you or the whole team?
The whole team. It was a gift because he was a big Villa fan.
How did he end up being a Villa fan? Do you know? Like, what's the origin story?
I'm not too sure about the origin story of him being a Villa fan.
You never asked him, how did you become a Villa fan?
No, I mean, when he used to come to games when we played, he'd just come and then he's gone very rarely would come to the dressing room or anything.
Anyway, William, thanks so much for coming.
I had to be professional. I had to take things on the business.
Were you in awe at the time? Like,
no, not really.
Royalty?
No.
Question completely out of ignorance. Like, did Queen Elizabeth have a team?
Not that I know of,
no,
apart from
like,
England,
Arsenal.
obviously.
Nah, seriously? Nah. You just made that up. Arsenal? I'm hearing in the back that people are saying Arsenal.
I think everybody likes to claim that she was a fan of their team.
whoever's top of the table, I'm sure she was a supporter.
She was just a fan of England in general.
Yes, exactly.
OK, we've got more to come after the break. Obviously, it's a huge month of football, isn't it? We've got the Conference League final, we've got the Champions League final as well. Loads more to look forward to.